please hit that subscribe button.
Hey everybody.
Better suited to win the Stanley Cup this season. If you are new to the channel, Washington Capitals, the Boston Bruins.
Locked on and he scored! And we're live. Hey everybody. So we have some breaking news out of the NHL. Another coaching change. This time the Minnesota Wild are going in a different direction. Bruce Boudreau has been relieved of his duties as the Wild head coach. And Dean Evison, assistant coach, is expected to take over in an interim role for right now. But Bill Guerin pulling the trigger on a coaching change. Minnesota, obviously a bubble team this year. Just a few points out of a playoff spot, looking to make a late season run. And Bill Guerin, I guess, thought that Boudreau was not the guy. So, huge move, a little bit surprising. Just last night, during our live stream last night, we were talking about if there would be any more coaching changes, and I didn't think that there would be. This is kind of an odd late in the year time to be changing your coach. I thought all the teams that would make that change would have done it already by now, giving themselves some more time to turn things around and get back into it. But and then everyone who hadn't would just do it at the end of the season. I did not expect another coaching change during this season. So this one really did kind of catch me by surprise. But Bill Guerin, in his first year as the Minnesota Wild GM, obviously he's very much a no-nonsense kind of guy. He just traded away Jason Zucker. He said he'll trade away anyone else who he doesn't think is giving it their all or doesn't think that they're full in on winning this season. And now he's come in and he's changing the coach. So big moves by Bill Guerin in his first season as GM. Obviously not happy that the Wild are not in a playoff spot right now. But they're only a few points out. I think the lead now is cut down to 3. Or the distance between them and the final wildcard spot, I think, is cut down to 3 points now. So the Wild season is not over. And they don't think it's over. They want to make the playoffs this year. And Bill Guerin is not afraid to make moves to get them into the playoffs this year. And he's obviously shown that over just this week, really. He's made some major moves. So Minnesota not happy with where they are. And Guerin thinks that they can make it this year, but thinks that they need a new coach to do it. So Bruce Boudreau, a guy who I did think would get fired this season before the year started. He was on my list of guys on the hot seat who I thought would get fired. Honestly, though, I thought it would either happen earlier in the season or happen at the end of the year after the Wild were out. I didn't really expect it to come, in the middle of February. That's an interesting time to change the coach. But clearly the Wild think that they can still make it, but Boudreau is not the guy to lead them there. So another coaching change in a season with a ton of them this year in the NHL. And we just keep adding to it. And now Boudreau is going to be looking for a job in the offseason somewhere else. So Minnesota trying to pull themselves back into a playoff spot, trying to make the postseason this year. Bill Guerin, again, not attached to any of these guys. These are not his players. These are not his coaches. This is the team that he inherited, and he is not afraid to make some changes as he's showing this week. So Zucker traded away, and now Bruce Boudreau fired. Dean Evison taking over as the interim coach, and then we'll see where they go from there, and we'll see how he does at the helm of the Wild. But another coaching change, and this one coming pretty late in the year, catching me a little bit off guard, to say the least. But with that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon and merchandise store are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.